Okay. Let's have a talk about my art channel. Now, you may be wondering why I'm sitting on the floor in front of my plants. Because, in compliance with the upcoming changes to YouTube, I could easily be flagged for any toys or anything being in the background, so anything bright, colorful, and possibly kid-friendly could possibly get me flagged or something. And that's what I'm here to talk about. Now, as everyone knows at this point, YouTube is rolling out some new rules and some new changes towards videos that could be very, very dangerous for someone like me who is an artist and a creative type on here. And especially as someone who does have a more cartoony, even if it is slightly realistic, cartoony, because it is a more cartoony style, it could be affected. Now, I do a lot of fantasy work, I do a lot of, again, more cartoony style characters. I do a lot of colorful pictures, and that's gonna be changing. I'm going to be deleting a lot of videos, so I don't risk being flagged by an AI that thinks that I'm lying about my choice in who my audience is, because that is by far the most terrifying part about this update, with the fact that they say they're giving creators the ability to choose whether or not their content is directed towards children, yet they still have an AI going through everything. And there are just too many videos for me to go back through, and I've deleted a good chunk of them, so I can't even just go back through and edit them. So it's pointless to go through, change the thumbnails to even try, because there's too many. So it's just easier to delete than try and go through each video individually. Now, the terrifying thing about this even more is the fact that they expect creators, A, to 100% either be directed towards children or not when it comes to their content, when there's so much of a gray area that affects so many creatives on here. And I know I have thoughts on YouTube and how they treat artists that aren't musicians, because I personally think YouTube only sees the word artist and thinks musician. I feel they've thought that for a while, and that's how they seem to treat the word artist. But they don't seem to realize the amount of creators and different types of creatives they have on their site, and the different types of just like art there are. So crafters, artists, makers in general can be affected by this, and can be affected so hard, and it's not good, and it's scary, because one of the things that could happen is someone could be fined per video like $42,000 per video. Who has $42,000 to pay just normally? Like, I can barely afford that. It's like, this is genuinely terrifying. So I'm going to be making a change to my channel. I'm going to be deleting a lot of my older videos. A lot of my catalog is going to be disappearing, including a lot of the videos from this year from the Small Creator Club, because those are, again, fantasy style pictures that could be considered kid-friendly, and it's the fact that I had to delete most of my channel in fear of some AI deeming my thought on who my intended audience is wrong. That is scary. Like, I hate to say I miss the days where YouTube was like the Wild Wild West, where you could post anything with little fear at all. But this is really starting to make me miss those days where no one would even consider the fact that making money on here would be even an option. I mean, I've already had remonetization this close to me before, to have it ripped away by a change in the algorithm like last year, because I was just waiting on the reapproval right before those changes went into effect. Like, I know I'm not a big creator, but I've been on YouTube since the start, even if this channel hasn't been there since the start. And it's scary thinking that I can't just film any place in my room, because I mean, I'm a nerd, I'm a dork. I have tons of cartoons and characters and collectibles in my room, and it's just like the only place I can think of aside from in front of my closet is here. And even then, I still had to move a pop figure because it was on the shelf. Because an AI could come through, see that, and say it's a toy. And I'm not sure how long this channel's gonna last. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I mean, I've already started changing how I make content anyway. I've started changing how I do thumbnails and all of that. But this is gonna take an even bigger change as far as the type of content I make, my art style in general, just all of that. It's gonna change because it's gonna have to. Because this is genuinely terrifying as an artist and as a creator on YouTube. Because, again, while this channel of mine hasn't been here for the long haul, I have been on YouTube for the long haul. I have a channel that was from 2006. I have been on this site for the long haul. I have seen the changes, and this is the most terrifying one that they've made so far. So yeah, expect a lot of videos to disappear from my channel. Expect a lot of things to change. And I guess we'll see what happens. And I hope you guys stick around. So this is Shorter Than the Easel, and I'll see you when I see ya.